The good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go, set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Willis going to look to throw first play.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The Browns in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Willis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
79 Broncos. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 Lions. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. This one left side caught by Collins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now Pickett looking to change things up. 2nd and 4. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Pickett. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
This is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or they're...
And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Pickett will look to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns drive about to get started. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? These teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coach is always talking about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett now from the gun here. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Steps away. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with 1 more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Pickett back to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have enough another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At their own 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, it's Willis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Off play action. Pickett rolling to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 9. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll set up to throw. Out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. 2nd and 6. Gets this out wide to Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, check
That
check
7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Willis. And complete to Drake London. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Drake London, 72 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Pickett to throw on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Pickett back to the air on second down. That swung out wide to Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 3rd and 12. Back to throw, Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Pickett looking to throw on second down.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Boswell's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs
at their 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Now Pickett.
Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Darnell Washington,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
18, pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. On the ball, on the ball.
Here's Willis. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. An option handoff given to Harris. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Pickett lost it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nico Collins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Now Willis. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Pickett sets up play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they...
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Option on the left side. Pickett's going to keep it.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Steelers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Willis out of the gun.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 26.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Down the sideline he goes. Najee Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
From the 5, second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns' drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear.
There he goes, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Willis headed left off the option.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Down back at the 31-yard line.
Ready up.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Hurt.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, smash.
Willis got to have this one.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
This is Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Rolling to his right. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 48, Browns 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Hurry.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.